different than those standing next to you. Gathered here are people from all parties, including people who have maybe never had civic engagement in this way before. We welcome you. We welcome you. This is just the beginning, as Sandra said. We are people who believe in political systems, but we are also people who are irate with political systems that keep showing up for the few rather than the many. We come aware that our history includes stealing land, slavery, and murder. And we are aware that we can do so much better. We gather today as a witness to our elected officials in the world that we disagree with illegal and immoral actions of the U.S. and Indiana administrations. Not only do we disagree, but we are people with rage. We rage that our democratic republic is being dismantled at a rapid pace, and those who are supposed to represent our best interest are making a killing to enrich their families and cronies at our expense. We rage that we are responsible for starting illegal war, putting our service members in harm's way. We rage at illegitimate violence against our residents, unrestrained, irrational leadership that makes us less secure, less able to afford basic living, less respected across the globe. We are people with rage. When I ask, who are we? Please respond, people with rage. So who are we? People with rage. We don't just hold our anger or harm with our anger. We put it to good use. We create good trouble. I borrowed this sign at a previous rally and hope to reunite it with its maker here. It says, "Democracy needs your courage." And in part of the letters are outlined to say, it needs our rage. Friends, part of the Project 2025 plan was to divide us and make us feel like we have to choose what matters, what issues matter most to us. Immigrants' rights, due process, environment, history that is true, and accountability for our egregious harm of slavery, continued racism, stopping war, the killing of innocent children, people who we murder across the ocean and right here. If we're trying to just afford safe shelter and our children to be fed, maybe they think we wouldn't rise up to show that we want rights of health care, the right to vote, the right for our immigrant neighbors to be a vital, protected part of our communities. The plan is to divide us from one another and divide our attention has been a part of the making for decades. But we are here right now. We might be tempted to write off our neighbors as hopeless, maybe because of their religion or their lack of religion, maybe because of their political lens. But friends, be tender with one another. Remember that the campaign of misinformation and manipulation was intentional and has been building for decades. And when we feel insecure, we tap into our fear. That's liberals and conservatives, people of all races and cultures. Listen and speak about this fear and grief so it doesn't take over. Practice hope building. You have a personal invitation. If you want to stay grounded and be in community, join a sustainable engagement circle. Find me. We're a real, supportive, and challenging place to find where you are in this moment. We are not people who stop with anger and fear. We convert that energy into courage. It's not a time to stay comfortable. If you are silent, you are complicit, and it's not just about today. I urge you to dig deep into yourself and talk with others about who you are choosing to be in the days ahead. What risks are you willing to take? How much of your resources will you invest in a better tomorrow? This is hard work, friends. Are you up for it? We are people of courage. So who are we? People of courage. We understand in the wisdom of Maya Angelou and 19th century Jewish poet Emma Lazarus that the truth is no one of us can be free until everybody is free. We have seen fascism before. We've read the authoritarian playbook, and it seeks to dispirit us, discourage us, and make us feel hopeless. But we are people who have known freedom, and we are not going back. Our vote is our voice, and that is just the beginning. Register by April 6th. Vote before or on May 5th. Bring a carload of friends and treat them to something after you all vote. Make it a community affair to be engaged. Maybe you wonder what can hold us together in this big, beautiful mess of real humans. What holds us together is our humanity, our longing to be humane. We are people who care. We care about the well-being of our nation, our neighbors, our environment. So who are we? We're people who care. Who are we? We're people who care. In this moment, we have data centers being put up all over, including a massive center in our own front yard. We, the people, have felt like taking on a multi-trillion-dollar giant like Google and the utility monopolies is an uphill battle, and it is. But communities are winning, the needle is moving, and leaders across the country are starting to see the real truth. This is not just about a data center so we can have more videos and cute cartoons. This story comes right here to Fort Wayne. The Quantum Corridor is a way to connect FiOS AI data from Chicago to Fort Wayne. It is not just for us. It is actually just against us. This is about a surveillance state. This is about the state of war. And it is not who we are. We are not people of war and needing surveillance. Locally, we are literally proposing to dam up a stream, deforest it, and plop it elsewhere in a barren area. I invite you to go over here to find out how to make your voice known. There are multiple ways that your voice is going to show up and is going to be important. So see the data center table. You can flood your comments to IDEM right over there. And the life force of water is meant to flow, and it will, no matter what corporations do. And we are like water, powerful and calming, flowing and vital. And I want to leave you with this reminder by Sufi poet Maria Rainer Rilke. May what I do flow from me like a river, no forcing and no holding back. Let the beauty you love be what you do, for there are 1,000 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. We, friends, are people with rage and courage. We are people who grieve and who care. We continue to show up because we envision a nation and a world where everyone is free to be fully alive, because we believe in freedom, and freedom cannot rest until it comes.